राम राम सा खम्बा गड़ी नमस्कार नमस्ते हेलो गाइस वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो फिर गाइस मैं आज आपको देने वाला हूँ माय टूर रिपोर्ट। सो वेलकम टू माय चैनल। इफ यू आर न्यू हियर मेक श्योर टू सब्सक्राइब। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट my Jaipur trip. So after my exam, I had a 10-day long holiday. So me and my family decided to utilize it. We decided to give a visit to Jaipur via Udaipur. So at first, this was the month of March. It was an extremely amazing weather to visit Rajasthan. You know, in the April, May and June, March, these times are like okay. So from June to August, it's like really hot there, so we can't go there. So when we went there, we reached Jaipur like via train, and then we booked an auto because the roads were really smooth. It was at least better than like here. It is good here, but it was so smooth there that it almost felt like we weren't in an auto. In here in Dehradun, it feels like a rickshaw. It's like your back is gone. It's dead. It's broken already. But in Jaipur, it was extremely smooth road. The auto was also really nice as it was like very good, smoothly. So my mother's back also did not hurt that much like it hurts usually when she sits in rickshaws. It was really convenient. It was good for the price, and it was the most dominant vehicle there. Wherever you see the road, you see autos, rickshaws, taxis, because Jaipur is also known as tourist heaven. This is also known as Pink City, a fun fact, because the old buildings there in Jaipur are made of pink sandstone. When we reached Jaipur, we thought that we should visit a temple first. As you know, there is a Hindi proverb, हर काम की शुरुआत मंदिर जाके होती है. So our trip started by going to the Birla temple, which was built by the industrialist Birla family. So it was dedicated to Lakshmi, God Lakshmi and Vishnu, and it is also known as the Lakshmi Narayan temple. It is built of white marble, as you know. And after that, we had a breakfast which consisted of the traditional Rajasthani breakfast, which was of kachori. It was very similar to the Uttarakhandi taste which we have here. It was extremely similar to that, and it was very scrumptious. After having that very tasty meal, we saw the Albert Hall Museum was right in front of us. So we decided, why not go there? When there was a British rule in India, the Britishers built Albert Hall Museum. So it was built for Prince Albert to welcome him to India, of course. As you know, all the things were similar right there. What we found here left us really spellbound. It was such an amazing sight there. Beautiful potteries from all around the different countries. There were so many other things. For example, there was armor, clay, models, even old musical instruments. But I am disappointed there wasn't a piano there. That's really disappointing for me. But anyways, there was a harmonium there which was like convincible, Veenas, violins, and many more things. Potteries from all around the world. Let me tell you a few examples. Turkish red pottery, Turkish blue pottery, Japanese vase, that big vase, it was also there. And different type of ashtrays, of course, as you know, and many other different types. There was also one more thing which was quite surprising to see there. Mummies. Egyptian mummies were there in Albert Hall Museum for some reason. I don't know why did they bring so much stuff for Prince Albert in the first place. I don't know. Would he see this entire museum in like 1 day or 10 weeks? I don't know. When we exited Albert Hall Museum, the auto driver suggested us that we should go to the Hawa Mahal because it was a really amazing place. Let me tell you a bit about Hawa Mahal right now. Hawa Mahal, also known as the Palace of Winds, is a beautiful palace located in the heart of Jaipur, as you know. The palace was built in 1799 by Maharaja Savai Pratap Singh, and it is one of the most famous tourist attractions of Jaipur. It is known for its stunning architecture, intricate carvings, and beautiful mirrorwork. We ourselves was astounded by the beauty, and my mom was asking me to click her photos and again. This palace was a 5-story structure made of pink and red sandstone and is designed in the shape of a crown. These were known as jharokas, as you know, the windows. They were known as jharokas. The jharokas were designed to allow the royal ladies to see the public processions or any other public event which is going on, and without the public is noticing them. There were also like 953 of total windows there. 953 is an insane amount. It was amazing. There were so many doors that we all were getting confused where to go. When we opened one door, no, there was no way. When we opened another door, still ain't a way. But when we opened the third door, like there was a way, so we went there. So we were going up and up and up until we eventually found the way to the top. At the top there was a huge crowd and mob of people which was like really crowded, and it was like I was getting squeezed by peoples. That was not good. But when we reached to the one layer down, it was an open space there. I could actually breathe there, unlike the place where there was a crowd. It was still amazing. I loved it because the view, it was absolutely amazing. We did not went to the back side of the Hawa Mahal, so we couldn't get the iconic photo though. Afterwards, we went to the most amazing site, which was the Jantar Mantar. There are a total of 5 Jantar Mantars located in India, which are in Mathura, Delhi, Varanasi, Ujjain, and Jaipur. The Delhi one is the largest, and the Jaipur one is the second largest. But the Jaipur one is the most beautiful, of course, as you know. The Jaipur Jantar Mantar is the most beautiful. Let me tell you a few reasons. It was built by Maharaja Jai Singh in the 18th century, which is around 250 years ago. I'm surprised our ancestors, they were so smart, so intelligent, so talented that they could predict when the solar eclipse would happen within 40 years. Like they knew 40 years into the future when will the solar or lunar eclipse happen. And that yantra was having a special name. At first, I thought that the Jantar Mantar was a place where some kala jadoo happens, like black magic. People are like throwing jhad phukka, oja, I don't know. But no, it wasn't like that anyways. It not in any way. Jantar Mantar means yantra. Yantra means instruments. Instrument for what? Instruments to measure heavenly objects for astrology. Let me tell you about the Samrat Yantra a bit. The Samrat Yantra was used to know when the solar eclipse or the lunar eclipse is happening. So I'll give you a short brief. After that, we went to the Amer Fort. Amer Fort was one of the most popular tourist attractions in Jaipur and is known for its stunning architecture, intricate carvings, beautiful mirror work, and we ourselves were astounded by the beauty of it. It was made up of red sandstone and marble and was situated on the hill. Amer Fort was built in the 16th century by Maharaja Man Singh I, a Kachawa Rajput ruler, not Kachua, and it was later expanded by his descendant. The fort is made by overlooking the Mauta Lake, which I myself found a beautiful sight to watch. The fort is a blend of Hindu and Mughal architecture styles and has a number of courtyards, halls, palaces, and etc. You guys must have seen the Jodha Akbar movie. So actually, this Amer Fort was of Jodha, as you know. Akbar took him from not forcefully. Jodha went herself there, and afterwards, when the fight was happening, the Rajputs survived. They surrendered, and afterwards, it was a blend of Mughal and Rajput architecture because they surrendered and they mixed, as you know. So afterwards, when we rested and we got up early in the morning, so we were resting in the hotel, chilling out, and then we made a plan to visit Khatu Sham. It was really far away from the place we were staying. It was approximately 88 kilometers away. So we had to book a taxi. So we only booked a taxi because the auto rickshaw weren't going inside the Khatu Sham temple. So we booked a taxi and parked it outside. So as you know, Khatu Sham Maharaj is also known as Hare Ka Sahara. You want to know a fun fact why he is known as Hare Ka Sahara? Let me tell you. As you know, the Mahabharata Yudh, there was the grandson of Bhim, whose name was Barbarik. He had got really good powers, so he was he gave the promise to his mother that he would only fight with the person who will be weaker. He would give the side of the weaker person. So as you know, everybody knows that the Kauravas will be weaker at the end, so Krishna Bhagwan had to kill him so the Pandavas could have won the Mahabharata war. So that's why Krishna Lord said that you would be prayed instead of me in the Kali Yuga. So that's why Khatu Sham Maharaj is known as Hare Ka Sahara, the more you know. After coming from away to Khatu Sham, so we were deciding to have our evening snacks. So as you know, we were really hungry, so we drank tea, drank water, whatever the snacks, things, whatever So I saw a board there. The name of the restaurant was Kana Restaurant. My name is Kana. I was like, let's go there. As you know, the most amazing thing I saw there, 32-inch paratha. Oh my god, 32-inch paratha. It was actually really surprising for me. I had never heard of a paratha so big in my life. 32 inches is an astounding amount. It would this much big. So at first we thought of ordering it. But no, we won't order it because we don't have the mental capacity and the physical capacity to eat such a big thing. Only 3 persons or maybe 4. if you included the driver, anyways, he wouldn't eat. So we didn't have the physical capacity to eat the paratha. So, but I recorded the entire process of how to make it. So you can check out my video. Like, I made a video on 32-inch paratha. You can check it out on my channel if you want to. After paying a visit to the 32-inch paratha restaurant, we went to a very special and one of my favorite places, which was the Chokidari, or Sindargaon you can say, which was a demonstration and replication of each bits of Rajasthan's culture. It even had a small-scale model of the Haldi Ghati itself. And my favorite part about that place was the food and the camel riding sessions. Chokidari is yet another example and a basic place to see the traditional dance of the Rajasthani people and the tradition, for example like Ghumar and many other dance forms. We also ate a very special Rajasthani dinner which consisted of a total of 17 dishes. Some of them like bhakre ki roti, dal bati, lassi, ghee in a diya, I don't know why, and many more dishes. And we couldn't eat them all. We weren't foodies at all, as you know. We couldn't eat 32-inch paratha. We couldn't eat them like all the 17 dishes. We were like, our stomach, no thanks. So as you know, they were treating us like really nicely. Let me tell you, when my mother finished her food, like almost, they were like, Sethani aur khaiye, Sethani aur khaiye. I was like, Mummy, why are you calling me Sethani? Are you that rich? Give me some money. And my mother said like, no, you won't get money. And I was still sad. So they gave my mother more food, and she also had to leave her food because it was too much for her as well as me, as well as father. It was like too much. So as you know, Jaipur is a really large place to cover, so I can make 3 parts of this series. So I wish you guys to support this. And I would like to end with a quote. As the saying goes, life is made up of a small number of big incidents and a large number of small incidents. Thank you.